So over the past few years, it's obvious that Kai has arguably become the best streamer of all time. We've seen him do numerous things throughout his career that would make it reasonable to give him this title, such as all of these big events, and of course becoming the most subscribed streamer in Twitch history, surpassing well over 1 million subscribers. But even though everyone gives Kai his credit and his flowers for everything he's accomplished thus far, I still don't think that Kai gets enough credit for one of the biggest risks he's taken so far in his career that's actually been starting to pay off.
Jumping to college was a big risk for me, and then I'll probably say buying my friends a house. So like I bought them a house and trusting them, seeing like potential, and let them all live together so they could grind, stream, do what they got to do in the house. And that was a risk because like, you know, when you put some of your friends in a position and they don't show up, like it just be like, damn, you feel me? Or you invest time, energy, money into it, like damn, but they've been doing well. So.
But what exactly is this risk? How did it pay off? And how did Kai bring it all together? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. But first, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Trap House with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Okay, so to start, we know enough about Kai and his journey. We've mentioned it a lot already on the channel. So today we're shifting our focus onto the group that he helped orchestrate, featuring his friends, both new and old, from all walks of the world, that today became known as the Clover Boys. Now originally, as I said, this was just a group consisting of his friends. It included people that he's been cool with since his high school and college days, such as Tylil, Punga, and Dez. And then there's also people who he met along the way, such as Ray, who was literally just a random stream sniper that left a very good impression on Kai while being in Japan.
Yo! What's good, bruh? It's my dream. It's a dream? Yeah! My boy! I love you, man. Kai! Yeah! Oh my god! I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Huh? Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah! Got it. Got it. Oh my god! I love you, bro. I love you. You cool, bro.
Then there's Rakai, a young creator who really looked up to Kai throughout his career and at one point even considered himself Kai Cenat's son, which eventually ended up catching Kai's attention, and the rest was history. And then lastly, you have Reggie, also known as Lil Rodney's son, who has been popular on the internet for a while now, and once he sparked up his streaming career, he too will also catch Kai's attention.
Like the next person that I think is really gonna go crazy, I'm not gonna lie, bro, is Lil Rodney's son, bro. I call him Lil Rodney's son, but if you know who I'm talking about, bro, I ain't gonna lie, his time is coming. I'm saying it now, chat. His time is on the way. I'm telling you, bro. That nigga funny as shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. His time is coming.
So after becoming good friends with all of these people and seeing their potential, this will lead to Kai taking the biggest risk of his career back in March of 2025, where he would officially announce to the world that he had bought a house for all of his friends. And once this all got announced, it was clear that this was going to be a very life-changing opportunity for everyone involved. Now this house literally started off with a bang, because not only did they start with a firework war with the entire AMP, but they were also pulling thousands of viewers. Some of them even cracked 100,000 concurrent viewers at the time, hitting all of their peak viewerships, which even had some people thinking that they were view botting.
This guy might be the GOAT. Like it. He's just doing it better. 1K, next day 800, next day 8K, next day 60K. That's the GOAT. I mean, then they have 20, 30, 20. That's the absolute GOAT of streaming. I mean, we've been doing it all wrong for like a whole decade, and we're fucking stupid. They're all view botters. I don't give a fuck saying it about these days. I'm not, bro, imagine like from a 1K Andy to 20K Andy overnight. Like bro, I mean, I've been here before. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, that shit's fucking bought up the wazoo.
Now, the success for the Clover Boys didn't necessarily die out at all, but after a very successful first few weeks, the Clover Boys would begin running into some problems with some neighbors within the neighborhood that they lived in, and there was also just a lot of problems going on with the house as well, probably stemming from the firework troubles. So that led to things starting to slow up a little bit for the Clover Boys as a group, which led to a lot of fans and people on the internet trying to downplay them and call them lazy and things like that. But I'm here to tell you that it's quite literally the opposite. You see, see, all of them is secretly winning in their own way, whether that's on the camera or off of the camera. You see, content creation in general isn't for everyone, and I truly think some of these members never had their sights set on being a streamer or a YouTuber or anything like that, which is why it may seem like they aren't taking the full advantage of their opportunity. Like Dez and Punga, for example, right? In the content space, they never really saw any crazy amounts of success with their own personal platforms. They really just built their following and everything just solely off of being involved in other people's streams, which is fine because that works out well for the both of them. Well, besides when the chat isn't mad at Dez for crashing out, but it's definitely fair to say that the two of them never really put their all into creating their own content, and even after they decided to create a Twitch channel together, they still didn't really give it their all. But that doesn't mean that they aren't working hard or they're lazy or they're not successful in other aspects of life, because as many of us probably know, Dez has a whole music career that he's pursuing, and that's actually going well for him. A lot of his songs all do hundreds of thousands of views, if not more, and most people don't even know that him and Punga opened up their own dispensary. I think is located in New York, which is definitely a big accomplishment for anyone going into any type of business. It's definitely something to be proud of, and that's something that a lot of people don't really acknowledge or kind of take for granted, and that leads to people calling them things like lazy or whatever the case may be. But in reality, the two that people deem the laziest in the group are actually putting in a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yo, can we get some management or something, bro? Let a manager in here. Can we get a
What? Goyard? Off-White? Fendi?
Fire these niggas. Fire these niggas. Get off me. Get the fuck off me.
What gives? I own the spot.
Now next we have Ty Lil, who happens to be one of my favorite members of the Clover Boys just because he seems to be like a very genuine person. Sometimes, yeah, sure, obviously he does do too much, but I think he's just genuinely a good person at heart who's actually just trying to make the most out of all of his opportunities. Now honestly, I really don't know what Ty Lil was doing before creating content and things like that, but he seems to have had some motion on the internet for a while now. I've seen a lot of like older videos and clips of him just being around various rappers and things like that, so it's clear that he's always had a name for himself. But once he actually started creating content and taking it seriously, he would definitely become one of the biggest members within the group. You see, he did various big collab streams with people from everywhere, big artists, rappers, everything you could think of. Really, his only problem is the same problem that most of the Clover Boys have, which is consistency issues. Sometimes he'll take an extended break or he'll disappear for a while, leave the house, and no one really knows what's going on with him. And while he doesn't get as much hate online as like Dez or Punga, he definitely does receive some backlash whenever things like this occur. But it does seem like he's another person who's always working behind the scenes, because it was recently revealed that he signed to Nike, which is one of the largest, if not the largest, sportswear company in the world. Then of course there's Reggie, and unlike most of the other members of the Clover Boys, Reggie has been online creating skits and content for years now, and he's always had a bit of a buzz on social media, whether you knew his name or not.
Real quick, yeah. Why niggas keep talking about you going around talking about you fuck my father and shit?
You Lil Rodney's son?
Yes, I'm Lil Rodney's son.
You talking about Rodney with the fat ass butt?
Yo, why is you playing at me, yo?
My fault, OG.
Nah, ain't no my fault. Run your pockets, yo.
But once again, everything in his life would change once he started his streaming career. He quickly caught Kai's attention, and Kai saw the potential that he had as a streamer, which led to him having the opportunity to play Robin within Kai's Batman series. And since then, he's been a great addition to the squad. Obviously, he's had some issues with drama and beefing with other creators, but for the most part, he's definitely been grinding. And just like some of the other members, the only problem he's really had as far as like consistency issues, I have seen some people complaining about like the quality of his content, just because like Reggie's a streamer who just be chilling most of the time. Like he'll go live, he'll smoke and just vibe with his chat, he'll just chill, which in today's era of the internet, many people don't really like, because they want to see the craziest IRL collab live stream content that's become oh so popular over the years. And that's not really the type of streamer that Reggie is. But behind the scenes, or maybe this one is like a little bit more public, so not so behind the scenes, but I think everyone kind of knows that Reggie has another career that he's been chasing, whether he's taking it seriously or not. If you're familiar with his content, you know that Reggie has always been like freestyling and things like that on stream. And after a few of those went viral, he kind of changed his content up into like inviting rappers and things like that on stream, and they began making some full songs together. And so far, that's been working out great for him because now he even has a hit song with the popular artist Hurricane Wisdom. The two of them have a song together called On Stream, which they literally created on stream, and that has over 4.4 million views on YouTube, which has led to Reggie even doing some shows as well.
Money, I'm insane. I'm a diver for the green. I got bitches on my dick. I told that bitch to join the stream. Toss the pack, yeah, that's the touchdown. I told that bitch to join the team.
Now, all of that success didn't end there for the Clover Boys because we still have two more creators to discuss who are probably two of the more popular members of the group. And first, we're going to kick this thing off with talking about Ray. Now, we all know Ray Asian Boy was just a random kid from Taiwan 2 years ago. And that all changed after meeting Kai while he was doing an IRL stream in Japan. And once these two interacted that day, Ray's life literally changed completely overnight. He quickly started up his entire content career, and Kai later flew him out to America as well, where they would create more content and go more viral. And during this time, he will only build his reputation up, becoming a very fan favorite. Almost everyone on the internet loved Ray. It was nothing that he could do wrong. He literally hit 1 million followers on Twitch super quickly, and he could hardly speak English at the time, and everything was just really working out well for Ray. But unfortunately, he had to be back and forth between Taiwan and America because, for one, he had to finish school, and once he graduated, that's when the stays in America started becoming a little more extended. But eventually he had to get a visa so he could permanently stay here, and that's what led to him being extremely inconsistent, almost seemingly vanishing for a few months. And during that time, people was coming up with all types of think pieces saying, oh, he went to the army, he had to do his military service, things like that. But it was later revealed that this hiatus was really just him getting all of the legalities straightened out so he can move to America. And since then, Ray has definitely been someone who's grinded, he's taken full advantage of this opportunity. And of course, that's both on and off camera, because not only has he become one of the biggest streamers in the world, but it was also just recently announced that Ray has signed to Adidas, which again is one of the largest sportswear companies in the world. And he even just launched his own brand named Rui or Ryui. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But that's also his own personal clothing brand, and that sold out within seconds, which is of course great for Ray and everyone else involved. And it just seemed like things are looking up for him and the rest of the Clover Boys.
I'm rooting for you, bro. Nigga, you just got a $500K a month bag with Adidas. Stop playing with me. Rich ass, nah. You don't need that 500. Nah, I need that. You don't need that. Feel me? I got some money, but I'm still grinding though. I still feel me? You are grinding. I love money, bro. Who don't like money? Everybody love money. Yeah, I love that. I love that, bro. Yes, sir, Rage.
And now lastly, we're going to talk about Rakai. Now, Rakai is the youngest out of the entire group, and while he does have his questionable moments, it's clear that he's the one who wanted this all to work out from day one. Literally from the day that Kai gave him this opportunity, he's consistently performed. He's always went viral, whether it was the You Good mud or whether it was his popular emo that the whole world is hitting right now. Since this whole Clover Boys house happened, Rakai has literally just made the most of it. It's definitely just been great to see. He's making songs and everything. Literally, it seems like he's just a walking million view because everything he's been doing is going viral, and he's never had any real problems with his consistency. He's always going live. He's always had good content, good collabs, things like that, and he's definitely becoming one of the most coveted members of this entire group. Even recently, as we all know, the third and final Mafia-thon just concluded, which was obviously a masterpiece. Kai hit 1 million views. All the Clover Boys and his family was there to celebrate with him. And at the end of this entire thing, he gave each of the Clover Boys a gift, which was Clover chains. And I think he gave Toda a watch because Toda isn't an official member of the Clover Boys yet. But it was clear that Kai was just proud of his friend group for sticking with him and not disappointing him with this house, which is why he probably rewarded them with these chains.
Open your shit. I come from the Marcus and Boy. Oh my god.
Suck dick! Suck my dick! Suck dick! Suck dick! Suck my dick! That can't fuck with us! Go! That can't fuck with us! We got one!
That's been waiting for. Why put on that? Why?
And after all of that ended, Kai went on his extended break, and a lot of people have been giving the Mafia boys a lot of hate online because they took a break as well. Many people said things like they weren't the ones who did it or whatever when they were literally there the entire time, so I don't really understand that logic, but I do agree that maybe they shouldn't be taking as long of a break as Kai. But even with all of these members taking their little vacation, Kai was the first one back streaming, and when he returned, that's literally when he did the whole emote thing with Max and went viral all over social media. But at the end of the day, while all of them may have their issues with being inconsistent, I personally think it's unfair to call them lazy because they're all winning in their own ways. Whether it's signing to these big brands, making their own clothing brands, or maybe some of them are just very consistent with streaming, all of them are certainly winning in their own way. So before you think they're nothing more than Kai's friends who are just living off of his famous success, just do a little bit of research and understand what they all have going on. And maybe you'll have a change of heart, but that's just my personal opinion, and as you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is y'all's opinion. So with all of that being said, be sure to comment down below and let me know, what do you think of this entire situation? Were you familiar with everything that the Clover boys had going on outside of streaming? Who's your favorite member of the Clover boys? Or let me know if any of this information changed your opinion on any member of the Clover boys in general. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 25K. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to give me a thumbs down. Any feedback is good feedback to me, and as always, I appreciate all of the love and support, and I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye, have a beautiful time.